back with another mock draft Monday, baby. Let's fucking get it. Left hook, left hook, right hook, right hook, right hook, jab, jab, uppercut, boom, boom. Let's fucking go, baby. Mock draft Monday, re-entry Monday. We're back and we're back and we're fucking ready. We're fucking ready, boys. Let's get it. Titans are on the fucking clock. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun. And I think what they do here. Where's my boy? I know the GM comes out and says, hey, we're going to draft a generational talent. I don't think Abdul Carr is a generational talent. I think he's really good, but I don't think he's a generational talent. I think Travis Hunter is the only generational talent in the draft. But I still think they go Cam Ward. I've been seeing rumors about the Giants trading up, but I don't know. Like they're kind of in the same scenario. I just don't see it happening. I think you select Cam Ward when you can. You got to select this guy. I know it sounds cheesy, but you watch this guy's highlight tape, he's a human highlight reel. He can throw, he can run, he might got sloth eyes, he might got chubby cheeks, but you know what? This dude can ball. He holds on to the ball too long, but that's another story, Here's Cleveland. One thing's for certain. Deshaun Watson, not the guy. He's just not the guy. And you got Jameis Winston back there, Bailey Zappi. You need a quarterback. You can't hide from it. You can't hide from it forever. I know you got a lot of good players that are much better than Shedeur Sanders. But wouldn't this just be funny? Cleveland ends up with Shedeur Sanders. Who would have saw that coming? Everyone. And now the Giants are in this position where they really need a QB and they don't have one. Maybe you trade for Kirk Cousins. Maybe Justin Fields. Maybe Russell Wilson. Who knows? But you're not going to draft one here. You're not drafting Jackson Dart. You're not drafting Jalen Milroe. You have to go find one in free agency or just be patient, wait another year or two. And here, I think they go Abdul Carter. I see Abdul Carter in every mock draft I ever watched. Not everyone, but most of them. He goes before Travis Hunter. It's just because it's a premium position. It's the second most important position in football is edge. Much less the QB, but you need it. I think what makes a really good team that can stop really good quarterbacks is that fucking edge, is that D-line that can get to the quarterback. And Abdul Carter is the man. I mean, dude, super strength, super athleticism. First year at edge rusher, he just absolutely dominates. Absolutely incredible player. And he's going to be really good in the next level. He's going to next Chandler Parsons, Penn State, number 11. See ya. Giants get Abdul Carter. Probably bad again next year. Maybe they can go after Arch Manning. Maybe Carson Beck's better. Who knows? Who really knows what's in store next year? Having a franchise is not a one-year thing. You can't just improve your team. You can't just draft Jackson Dart and fix your team. So this leaves the Patriots, and I think you only have one option here. It's Travis Hunter. T. Higgins off the board. You got to either trade for him or. Yeah, I think that's honestly with the Bengals. That's why they franchise had them. And I think Cam was right here I think you see it every year. You see Brian Burns get franchise tagged a couple of years ago and then traded for a late first. You see Snead get franchise tag and then traded for like a third rounder or something like that. So I think that's what's going to happen with T. Higgins. I think if they really wanted to retain him, they wouldn't have tagged him. They would have actually just given him a multi-year deal. I think that would have made more sense. It would have secured them. They would both would have been happy. Now T. Higgins probably mad. He's like, I really want to test the market. I don't know. I think franchise tags are stupid, but it's the world we live in. He got tagged. Patriots are gonna have to find an answer at wide receiver. And you know what? Travis Hunter could be that answer. I saw a stat somewhere where his contested catch rate was like 68% or something like that. Like the highest like ever by like 10%. Like he absolutely blew everyone out of the water. The dude can catch the ball. And you know what? He's super twitchy. He can get open. And he's just that answer. And can you imagine him and Gonzo? What a fucking cornerback duo. I mean, I see people say all the time like, "Oh, you have Christian Gonzalez. You don't need another cornerback. We have C. Gonzo." Yeah, he's incredible. Have you ever watched football in your life? Have you ever watched a game of football in your life? two cornerbacks play unless you're playing against like a 23 man whatever it's formation. Like you're you're there's two wide receivers out in the field. It's gonna be two defensive backs, and man, those are two sticky cornerbacks that are gonna get you interceptions, that are gonna turn the ball over. And Travis Hunter, you know what? Play offense too. You can get on offense if we really need a wide receiver, which we really do. I don't see why he wouldn't. I see. No one really talks about is him playing mainly offense and then like shadowing or coming in randomly on defense, which I don't know. It'd be weird. I don't see how that would happen. I'd be interested in it. Maybe Mike Vrabel could cook something up. Who knows? Get creative, man. Like this is a very creative player. I encourage um, creativity. I mean, you can do a lot with this guy. Just get him out on the field as much as you can. I think, um, and I'd be really, really interested. Patriots need an attention getter. I know they have Drake May, but really nothing else. Like that are making people watch them. Travis Hunter will bring in those numbers. We got pick 5 here. We got the Jacksonville Jaguars. Like I was saying earlier, you need that D line to get off after elite level quarterbacks. You need to disrupt them. Mason Graham is that guy. I mean, this guy is what, 320 pounds, 6'3", bulldog, absolute fucking bulldog. This guy is gonna get off the quarterback. He's gonna stop the run. He's gonna pressure him. He's just best player available here. He's an absolute lock. Um, I think they get a good player here. I could see them after drafting Ted. What am I saying? Here we got the Raiders on the clock. Could I see them going after Tet? Yeah, best player available, right? Um, I think Michael Williams is the player. Guys, you gotta secure that D line. I'm telling you, man, this guy has elite level upside, top 5 edge rusher in the NFL upside. This guy is a beast. He was playing on an injury all year. You just and he's still giving you good production, man. I really like this guy. I think he's a really good player. Up next, we got the Jets on the clock. This isn't 2 minutes. We got 10 seconds to make this pick. Jets, no Aaron Rodgers. What are they going to do? Maybe they go after Kirk Cousins. They got a good team. Who knows? Like Justin Fields maybe too. Like you got to think what quarterbacks are available for this. Why do they not want Aaron Rodgers? Is he that much of a headache? I don't know. I watched the documentary. I think he's a stupid headache. But he's a good quarterback. 41 years old. What do they do here? I think what do we do here? Walter Norton. I really like Walter Norton too. I think he's a very, very good player. Um, Maybe I'll edit this, man. I gotta make a pick. I said 10 seconds. Maybe I need the 2 minutes. Um, wow. Will Johnson. I've been seeing him drop in drafts. I don't know if that's because you see like other cornerbacks running coming up. Like I love Benjamin Morrison, but really Jade Barron is someone that I keep seeing his name and seeing. Some people say he's like a top 15 pick. Some people think he's a late second. I don't really get it. Same thing with Chavone Rebel. This guy's a really really good. Um, but I still think I don't know how you can go wrong with Will Johnson. I saw Daniel Jeremiah put him like in his mock draft at like 18 or something. I was like, holy smokes! And that's someone that really knows what they're doing, a lot more than me. I will be honest. I know I'm right a lot, but this guy knows what he's talking about. You put him down low. I still think this guy is an absolute lock to be a great cornerback. He's the build. He has the instincts. He has the physical traits. I just don't see how you can go wrong with drafting Will Johnson. Sauce Gardner, that's another one that absolutely completely fell off a cliff. But still, again, even if he comes back up, you got a great cornerback to pair with him. Here we got the Panthers. Easy pick. Best player available. Tet. Tet, 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 tet. Next, Drake London. This guy's a little skinny. But you know what you got to get? Bryce Young showed some promise. You got to get him a receiver. He can't be throwing to freaking Adam Thielen still. The guy's 34 years old. Um, you got to get him some help. This O line looks good. This team, honestly, I think looks pretty good. I really like their coach. I like what they're doing. I think Tet is the perfect fit here for them. Up next, we got the Saints. Up next, we got the Saints. I don't see him drafting Gianti. You got to give their what's his name a shot. They just strived Kamara to 2 years. You don't go Gianti here. There's so much running back depth here. There's just so much running back depth in this draft. I don't know how you draft one at 9 overall. If you want a running back, you can easily grab one in the second round. Like anybody, Mario Hampton. There's just so many options. Excuse me. Here, I don't think you can go wrong with Will Campbell. I know everybody's saying Will Campbell to the Bears, Will Campbell to the Bears, Will Campbell to the Bears. I think this is a good spot for Will Campbell. You could just never go wrong with drafting a offensive lineman. There's you need 4 or 5 of them, even more backups. Drafting an old lineman in the first round is never a bad idea. Honestly, I don't care how many you have. But they draft Will Campbell. Let's see what they do next year. Ashton Gianti. I could honestly see this happening. I don't think it's a smart decision. I could see it though. Ben Johnson loves his running backs, man. What better running back than Ashton Gianti? This guy's contact balance is elite. He just stays on Ben. He's like a bouncing ball, dude. Just bouncing off this way, bounce this way, bounce that way. He is a very, very good player. I like to watch him succeed, but he's got to upgrade that passing game. He's not that best route runner. I don't even think DeAndre Swift is a bad running back. I still believe in Roschon Johnson. I still believe in a lot of those running backs on that team. You got to shore up. You got to protect Caleb Williams. You got to just draft whatever one's available. They go Membu here. Why PFF knows nothing. Like why is offensive line not on here? Whatever. Here we got the Niners. Trent Williams is not gonna last forever. Do you take 3 offensive linemen here? You do. Kelvin Banks, 3 in a row. 1, 2, 3. Like I said, what better offensive lineman to learn from than Trent Williams? Yes, his arms are a little bit short. He's not going to be Trent Williams. You got to protect Purdy. You just got to hope CMC is healthy, which I hope he is, but you just never know. And here the Cowboys are on the clock. Everybody's GNT to the Cowboys, GNT to the Cowboys, GNT to the Cowboys. You know what? Maybe not. Maybe not. I see James Pierce falling in drafts a lot. Malachi Starks too. Walter Knowlton. I really, really like Walter Knowlton. Shamar Stewart, another beast. Nick Scorton, beast. What do they do here? I guess Gianti. I'm being lame. I'm being a loser. Cowboys go after Gianti. They're back in the fight. This offense is back. Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, Gianti. See what you can do, Schuttenmeyer. See what you can do. Up next, we got the Dolphins. Dolphins. I know. Look at these. You know what I hate about PFF is these guys have no idea what they're talking about with tackle. It's like these guys are not all tackles. Abel's not a tackle. Connerly's not going to be a tackle. Booker's definitely a guard. Jonas Saviniana, good player. Oh shit, what am I doing? I could go Mike Green here. I really like Mike Green. Very, very powerful. This guy's humongous. Humunculous. You know what I've been forgetting about is Javon Baker. What am I doing? This is who they're going after. If this guy falls this late, I'm telling you, I don't know. What did I say? Javon Baker. Oh my god. Jalen Walker. I don't see how this guy. I mean, Darren. I know I've been mentioning Daniel Jeremiah a lot, but I mean, this guy has him as a top 8 pick. A lot of these draft experts have him this high. He is elite upside. Elite upside. He can rush the quarterback. Um, Von Miller. Like I really like Jelon Walker. Um, I think he's gonna be very good. You can never go wrong getting a guy that can get after the quarterback. Interior linemen, edge rushers, get after the quarterback. Make them make a decision. Colts are on the clock. Tyler Warren. This pick's not too hard. I can see. This is like so obvious. You know, you get a big target for your boy. You get a big target for AR, AR 5. I almost said AR 15. You get a big target. Tyler Warren's that guy. I mean, he's the best tight end prospect in the draft. He can catch the ball. He can block. He's exactly what you want in a tight end. Um, with that said, I still think Colston Level is not far behind him. Um, very, very good. You got to get a big target for AR because he is just all over the place. All over the place. Next up, we got the Falcons. I mean, you really just gotta get after the quarterback. And I see Shamar Stewart going upwards. I know Mike Green. I'm It's another one I'm so unsure about. I see James Pierce dropping a lot. I know a couple of drafts ago I had him as a top 10, top 15 pick, but I don't. Every draft I see now, he's like end of the first round. James Pierce. What happened? I don't know what happened to this guy where people are looking at him and like maybe he's not the guy. Look, he's got to gain weight. Got to gain weight. He's that tall, 243. I see it. He's got the athleticism though. Um, but I guess I'm just gonna go with what other people are seeing. James Pierce falls. Shamar Stewart, you're up next. I really like Jack Sawyer, but he's not going this high. Same thing with Mike Green. I don't think he's going this high. Next up, we got the Bengals. Oh wait, I'm stupid. Next up, we got the Cardinals. Um, I think here you go Walter Nolan. I really, really, really like Walter Nolan. This guy is big. He's a big body, big body. This draft is full of these big body D linemen, man, that are just gonna plug up those holes. It's exactly what Walter Nolan is. Very, very good player. Dolphins. I mean, the Cardinals defense just got to get better. It's simple as that. Um, it's just it could be so much better. It's just I don't since Chandler Jones, it's just been an absolute nightmare up in that front seven. So next up we got the Bengals. Franchise tag T Higgins today, or news that he was gonna get franchise tagged. I don't even think I saw a full on Schefter tweet that he got a franchise tag. I don't know if it was propaganda or what. I don't know what I was saying in the chat. But we're just gonna assume he's on the Bengals or he got tagged. Um, Listen, this defense is Swiss cheese. You can cut through it like nothing. You got the best offense in the league, and you don't make the playoffs. Explain this: you get 70% of your payroll on defense, and it's absolute garbage. I know you got a new defensive coordinator in there, which is good. Um, it starts. I really like Grant. I really, really like. I want to draft Grant here. Um, Scorton is a beast. I see Princely really shooting up boards too. I don't know why he's this low. Um, I don't think Mike Green. This guy's got upside. This guy's got really upside. I really want to see how he does in the combine. It's good. That's what it's going to come down to a lot for a lot of these guys. The combine, how he tests, how fast is he, how strong is he, yada yada yada. Up next, we got the Bengals. I mean, what am I? Seahawks. What the fuck am I saying? What am I saying? Now this is a good defense. This is what I'm talking about. Your running back is So injured all the time, but it doesn't matter because you got Sharby back there as backup. That's my guy. That's my guy. I always see DK rumors about getting traded. I don't think it actually ever happens. Um, I'd love to get Luther Burden up here. None of these teams need wide receivers. Maybe the Dolphins. I really think Luther Burden deserves to be up here in these conversations, but I just don't see any of these teams drafting a wide receiver. Maybe the Bucks, but we'll get to that. Seahawks, we're up with the Seahawks. Let's stick to the Seahawks, Jacob. Stick to the Seahawks. Um, I mean, you just need to shore up that O line. Let's get Josh Simmons in here. Um, I mean, elite upside. ACL injury, you didn't get to see a lot from him. Um, but I really like this tackle. I think he's a good fit for the Seahawks. What they're doing, like I said, you can never go wrong drafting an offensive lineman. Up next, we got the Bucks. Chris Godwin injured. Mike Evans got a contract, but he's like 31. Jalen McMillan is the answer? No, he's not. I'm sorry, he's not the answer. Do I do it? Do I do it? I don't. We get Malachi Starks here. This guy's gonna. I don't know why he keeps falling in drafts. I think he's a very, very, very almost a blue chip collar type of talent in this draft. But he's a safety. Safeties go late. He's not a premium position, but he might be the best player available. And I really like Malachi Starks. He's just an absolute big hitter. He's gonna shore up that long arm. He's gonna lock up those big runs. Gonna get you in coverage. Great instincts. He's gonna get you in turnovers. He's gonna get you interceptions. I really like Malachi Starks. Next, we got Luke. This one's easy. Get a wide receiver. You can't rely on Marvin Mims, as your wide receiver one or whatever. You need a wide receiver for Bo Nix. You will get Luther Burden. I really like Luther Burden here. I mean, this is a guy. This is a guy who just had absolutely terrible quarterback play in his entire collegiate career. Just quarterback in Missouri. Missouri doesn't know what they're doing. This guy's stats are down. It's a little bit frightening, but I mean, this guy is just a yak beast. If you get him the ball, he's going to get yardage. And Bo Nix is going to get him the ball. I mean, who's better at dump off passes than getting yak? I mean, it's like a perfect fit, Bo Nix and a yak receiver, right? Look at the Steelers. Does it not just feel like they're going to draft defense again? Like, it's just what the Steelers do. Does Jack Sawyer just not feel like a Steeler? Is it me or is it Jack Sawyer just not? I feel like all these guys feel like Steelers. Oh my god. Here we go. We're going to go Kenneth Grant here. I really, really like Kenneth Grant. Like I said, him and Mason Graham just plugging holes, rushing the quarterback. Michigan, just top 3 defense every year. These two are there. Just great combo. Jim Harbaugh just loved Grant and Graham. I'm telling you, he always had high words. He has high words of all his players, but love these guys. Just big body D lineman, man. Look at this guy, just humongous. It was great combo. I'm gonna miss him. Go blue. Here we got the Chargers. What do we do here? Need a running back. Do you go on Marion Hampton? I don't think you do. Everybody says Lad McConkey can't be wide receiver 1. Why not? You think Emeka Ibuka can? No. You don't draft a wide receiver here. I could see Loveland actually. Oh my god. What am I saying? This is such an easy pick, right? Does this just not see like a match made in heaven? Colston Loveland to the Chargers. Back to Jim Harbaugh. Hey, everybody says Tyler Warren is the best tight end in the draft. It's close. It's closer than people like to say. And I'll tell you what, Colston Loveland is the best receiving tight end of the draft. Not as good as blocking, I'll give him that. Fuck! Better receiver. Justin Herbert, you got another option. Green Bay, we're on the clock. I'd love to draft you, Benjamin. But it's not going to happen. Jahdae Barron. Jade Baron. This guy's shooting up boards. He gets turnovers. Simple as that. He gets interceptions. Teams love interceptions. Teams love turnovers. Teams love instincts. You can't teach instincts. That's what Jade Baron is. Loki thinks he's going to be a flop, but that's just my intuition. Here we got the Vikings. Vikings. Vikings do here. What do the Vikings do here? So one of the best offensive lines in football. You need a running back. You need a running back. I don't know if Omarion Hampton goes here. I love Omarion Hampton. I think this would be an awesome fit for fantasy wise. I'm gonna do it. Fuck it. Alright, you only live once. YOLO. YOLO. Womp womp womp. Texans are on the clock. This team has got to get their shit together. That's what I'll say. What a disappointment this year was. I know they made the playoffs, but it just feels like they weren't up to par. Maybe it's a CJ Stroud issue. Maybe it's a coaching issue. Injuries. I know. Tank Dell injured. Freaking, what's his name injured? I swear I get memory fog every time. I'm trying to think of a player's name, and I zone out when I'm doing these recordings. But yeah, the Texans on the clock. I'd love to go Ibuka here. We're going Ibuka. He's a first round talent. He deserves to be in the first round. We're going Ibuka. Tank Dell, your career's over. That's one of the worst knee injuries I've ever seen. MCL, ACL, meniscus tear. You got like all three. Like I swear, it was like one of the worst. It was terrible. I feel bad for the guy, but it happens. I love scoring. I know you got Jared Verse, but you know what? Takes two to tango, baby. You need two. Have you got people not watch football? You need two pass rushers. You don't just have one. You need two of them. Get James Pierce. This guy's got elite upside. It's the reason PFF has him up here. I want to see his combine. Buddy, you need to gain some weight. You need to gain some weight. But he's athletic. NFL teams draft traits. That's what's going to happen here. Ravens are on the clock. Nope, Matthew Golden. Sorry. People are hyping this guy up way too much. Where are his stats? They're all locked. But I mean, fourth year breakout, he wouldn't even have broken out if Isaiah Bond didn't get hurt. Last 7 games of his career. There's no way this guy is a first round talent. I'm telling you, he's going to go to the combine. No, he does not deserve to be here. They don't draft a wide receiver here. Get Jack Sawyer. Go get Jack Sawyer. Feels like a lion to me, though. Does he not? Does Jack Sawyer not feel like a lion? But I can't take it back now. Ravens go defensive line. They need to beat these elite level quarterbacks. That's what Jack Sawyer brings. Exactly what he brings. Lions are on the clock. Need to fill some needs, brother. Aiden Hutchinson's back. I saw a clip of him running naked across the 50-yard line today. I don't know what that was about. But this looks like they're back in business. I really like Chabon Rebel. I like Scorton. I really like Scorton. Fucking Nick Scorton. Like I said, takes two to tango. Aiden Hutchinson's back. Doesn't matter. Washington, your defense is sliced cheese, brother. What a waste of a pick. Drafting what's his name before C. Gonzo. Don't the passes look like geniuses right there? It's just awesome to see. It's just great to see. We got the Redskins. I mean, the Commanders on the clock. I'm never gonna live that down, just calling them the Redskins. I'm sorry. It was a good name. I appreciate it now. It's gone. The defense is sliced cheese, though. I keep saying that. Um, it's Benjamin Morrison. I really like Siobhan. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm a pussy. I'm a pussy. I'm not doing it. I want to go Siobhan Rebel, but I don't know if he's a better talent than Benjamin Morrison. But you don't know how these teams do or whatever. 3 picks left. We got the Bills on the clock. Bills. We got holes too, man. We got holes for days. We don't got a wide receiver for you. Wow, this wide receiver class is Johnson. This receiver class is so bad. Um, I like James Cook. You don't seem to give him enough carries. You need to shore up this interior D line. Um, Von Miller is not going to last forever. Princely, you've been drafted. One of the best teams in the NFL. Welcome. You're a Buffalo Bill. I don't have a lot to say about him. I don't know much about him. This is very in-depth analysis, but I've seen his name go high, so whatever. Um, Chiefs. Ugh. Um, Zabel. I actually like Zabel. I've heard a lot of good things about Zabel. I think he's a guard though, from what I hear. He's supposed to be a guard. Um, I mean that offensive line got exposed by the Chiefs. I mean, and then we got the Eagles on the clock, who seem to have no holes. Seem to be absolutely the best team in the NFL. Like not even close. So what do you do when you have no holes? A lot of your D has a lot of contracts coming up though. I'll tell you that. Tell you that. You guys got a lot of contracts to fill. Um, Jahad Campbell's good. I actually really like Jahad Campbell. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm out of players. All right, that's mock draft Monday. Left hook, right hook, jab, uppercut, uppercut. Ah, let's go, baby. Go Pats. Oh shit.